it's June the 1st, 2011, and I'm at Paddington Station quite early in the morning. It's getting on for 9 o'clock now. I got here about an hour and a half before my train was due to leave, which is at 6 minutes past 10. So I've got to hang around, just chill, have a cup of coffee, and there's a train coming in to my left. So my train leaves at 10-ish, takes 4 hours to get to Palm, and then I start walking. And finally, here I am in Par. It's about 10 past 2. I reckon it'll take me about 3 hours to get to Foy. Okay. Right, it's now Thursday. Thursday the 2nd of June, day 2 of my walk, and that's Foy over there. I stayed in Polruan, which is this side, and I'm about as high as you can go at the moment. That's why I'm out of breath. There we go. Lots of new build-ish houses up there, lovely. And behind me, that's the Coast Guard lookout station, and it's this old ruin. And there's the coast where I have to walk. Well, this is Lantic Bay, and it was sort of recommended by a lady on the Southwest Coastal Path Facebook site. And you can see why, it's quite secluded. There's a little beach over there, then a much bigger one. But I'm more interested in the footpath, which goes to the left of the big beach and then up a bit. You can see how steep it is. Oh my goodness. And if I can zoom in. Now you can see it going up there. Oh, that'll take me a while. There's a buzzard over there, quartering the landscape, looking for prey. Well, I can't see it in the viewfinder, but hopefully I'm pointing in the right direction. Yeah, there's the path. It's nice and level at the moment. Just past a couple who told me it was nice and level for a while, but I don't know whether to believe them. Look at the sea, lovely and calm sea. Oh, hi, this is Friday, June the 3rd, and last night I was staying in Looe. Looe is about 5 or 6 miles behind me, and ahead on the coast there is a place called Port Renkel. Supposedly it doesn't have any facilities apart from toilets. You have to walk up the road a bit, but I'm hopeful. Anyway, it's quite a warm day, but there is more breeze today, so that sort of makes up for it. So, but it's not bad walking. This bit is quite strenuous actually, there's lots of ups and downs. But beyond Port Wrinkle it's meant to be moderate. Just as well as I've got twice as far to go. Right, this is an interesting point. I've just had a bit of lunch in a pub up the road from Port Wrinkle. Two orange and passion fruit J2Os and a crab sandwich. I think I'm going off crab sandwiches. Anyway, I'm now on my way to B&B and King's End, that's where it is. And that peninsula sticking out there is Rame Head, and I've got to walk right around that and right down the other side to get to King's End. I reckon I should be there around about 5 o'clock. It's getting off at 1 o'clock now. Anyway, more interesting is that that whole area, all that beach and the sea, is a firing range. And as there seems to be people on the beach, I don't think they're firing today. I can't hear any bangs or anything, so that means the walk is slightly shorter, which is nice. So that means you walk through the firing range rather than round the back of it. So there we go. So the back is, I think you have to walk up that road or something. There we go. Well, here I am, still alive. I don't know what the time is, no, it's sort of mid to late afternoon, something like that. Where I'm sitting is a nice breeze, so I'm cooling down. And just around the corner from that bit sticking out there is Rame Head. So I've got to walk right around that. You can see on the map, I'll point the camera at the map. Let's go, I'm about there. Where's my finger? I'm about there and I've got to walk all the way around here. Can't see that at all, can you? But anyway, that's all for now. Right, it's Saturday morning, Saturday the 4th of June, and today I'm going to be walking through Plymouth, but I'm still on the wrong side of the Tamar. This is the walk to Kremel, which is where I get the ferry from, and this is a cool woodland, because once again it's a very warm day out there, so I'm sweating already, but this is nice and cool. So the ferry's not too far away, I don't think, and it runs every half an hour, so I shouldn't have long to wait. Then there's a meander around the waterfront in Plymouth, and no doubt I'll film part of that as well. Oh, blimey. Right, it's Sunday morning and it's raining. That's the River Yelm down there, and
You're not going to afford that.
we're not going to afford that, no. We're looking for the ferry. I don't know where it is.
Around the corner somewhere.
Round the corner, my friend says. So this is the first rain I've had. Hope it doesn't get any worse. And ferry doesn't start up till 10, so we're going to get there early, I think, anyway. Oh, there we go. Right, it's about 11:15, I think. That's just a guess. Still walking along this carriage drive, which goes on for, well, it's 9 miles in all in length, so don't think I'm anywhere near the end of it. But it goes around there, and somewhere over there is the River the one we have to wade across. But won't get there for a few hours yet. 2 or 3 hours, I think. I've just been nearly run over by 3 idiots on mountain bikes. He came bombing down a hill with no warning and narrowly missed me. Well, the first one did. I turned around to see the other two. Bastards. There we go, that is the River which I have to ford or wade across. It's about 1:30 now, and low tide is 3 o'clock, but apparently it is wadable an hour either side, so still a bit of walking to go. So by the time I get there, it might be fordable. Just have to see if there's anybody else doing it. There you go, you can look around the coast. I think Big Brion Sea is over there in the distance. That's where I'm staying tonight. Right, the tide is going out. It's got another half an hour, but that's the River It looks more like a beach actually. And over there in the distance there's a slipway. I'll zoom in a bit. That's it there. And that's where I've got to head for. So if I walk over to the river, and it's supposed to be some sort of ford, but there's no sign of it here. Anyway, I'll just walk over there. Right, having walked several hundred yards across all the sand, here is the river finally. I don't suppose there really is a sort of defined crossing point, you just sort of head for it, which is what I'm going to do now. Right, I'm in the river. Feet. It's not very deep here. Let's keep going. It's a bit deeper here, just below my knees. As you might expect, it's cold. Another bit here. Ow! Ooh, ow! Oh. Oh, made it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I've just got to dry my feet off. There's a slipway. And there's a slipway over there where I came from. Right, I've been taking, I don't know, about 20 minutes to dry and clean my feet. I've finally got my boots on again, and it looks like this might be the ford. Actually, the river's quite wide here, of course. I chose the narrowest part where it's likely to be deeper. Silly twit that I am. But anyway, if that's the ford, it's sort of heading over towards a cliff. So it's a bit, I don't know. There we go. Right, here we are at Cockleridge Ham, which is near Bigbury-on-Sea, at the River Avon, waiting for the ferry, which is going miles up the river. Just see him out there. So I think we better start walking.
Low water actually, there's still quite a lot of water in it because it's effectively above sea level. It carries on raining. You see the jetty and you think, oh yes, that's what's going to go to.
Right.
And then we didn't, I was looking for Paul because I thought Paul would be before us.
Because I'm super keen.
Yes,
Yeah, it's not easy to see from the other side where the ferry is.
No.
Is that the place you mean? Is that the official place? Is that the board? Yeah, no, the board's put there because it's sort of where the two paths meet.
Yes.
Okay. But also, yeah, actually, I would pick you up in front of the yachts.
Oh yes.
No water.
Yeah.
So it's straight across from that.
Yeah.
But it does vary. It depends on what the wind's doing. What
Yeah,
it can get quite rough in here, so
Yes.
sometimes I go down the bottom.
Here we are.
Excellent stuff. You've got a paint.
Who goes out first?
Oh, right. Another day, another ferry. That over there is Salcombe, where I stayed yesterday. And it's now Tuesday, the 7th of June. And I've come across on the ferry and walked a bit up the road. And this is Mill Bay Beach. Quite nice, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like the weather's going to be a bit changeable today. But this sort of weather is quite nice. There's my shadow. And there's quite a breeze, so if it gets too hot, I'll be nice and cool anyway. There's a couple over there in the dunes. I'm not staying. So I hobbled into Salcombe yesterday. B&B's right at the back of Salcombe, so it was quite a way. But the landlady kindly gave me a lift to the ferry this morning, which was nice of her. Anyway, off I go. Well, it's lunchtime and I've no idea what the time is. Just felt like lunch and this was a convenient spot. This is Lanarcombe Beach. Look at that. There's only me and there's one other family over there on this beach. There is a road down to it, but not many people here. There's a few cars in the car park. I think they've all gone walking. And there's members of the same family over there, rock pooling, I think. So I'll stay here for a bit, and then I shall continue. The path goes up there past that lifebelt thing into the greenery and onward to Torcross and Slapton. Right, this is Wednesday morning and I don't know what the time is. I'm getting on for 10 o'clock and I'm just outside the village of Street, just been through Street, clogged with dust carts and large lorries, and this is a wind-free bit because it's very windy today, and the path goes down there. Not quite, I suppose it goes to the right once it reaches the bottom. So it goes up there, and perhaps along the road again. Who knows? So anyway, pan round here, you can see what the coast looks like. Someone's got a very nice property down there overlooking the sea. And today I'm going to Dartmouth. Couldn't say, it's not very far, it's only about 10 miles, maybe less. And so that's easy walking. Well, it's strenuous, but not that far. Not as far as most of my other walks, or any of them, in fact. So Dartmouth is in on the River Dart, and it's in an estuary, so past that rock that's in the middle of the sea out there, I suppose. So I reckon I'll be there 3 o'clock this afternoon, something like that. Well, here we are in Stoke Fleming. I think it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, because I've just heard the church clock chime, and I counted only 10. Well, we've just had a downpour, and as I was investigating in the village, it was a sudden downpour, and I ducked into somebody's doorway. They had a bit of a porch, but they don't mind, I don't think they were in. So I escaped. Didn't last very long, only lasted a few minutes. And now the sun's come out. Yeah, this is Stoke Fleming. Just ordinary houses. And over there's the church. Well, this is Thursday morning, and it's about 11 o'clock, I think. Well, I know it's about 11 o'clock because I just looked at my camera clock. And I'm seated near a place called Frowwood Point. And I'll just show you what Frowwood Point looks like. There you go. That rock out there, that big island there is called the Mewstone, I think. Let's have a look at the map. Mewstone, I think. Anyway, on Frowwood Point, you can't see it here, there's a lookout station manned by volunteers. Been past several of those, and you can go in them, but I've never been in one, so I went in them one today, and it was really interesting. There were 3 chaps in there. They They all looked sort of, well, one of them looked very naval. He had a fantastic moustache and sideburns. And they were more interested in a yacht race that was taking place just off of Dartmouth. It's J80 National Championships or something. And they were listening into the starter on the radio. Anyway, it was really good. So glad I went in there. Anyway, this section is strenuous. I can say that with some certainty because it's done nothing but go up and down ever since I left King's Weir after getting off the ferry. So it goes down there, presumably it goes up the other side. So there we go. I've got to get to I will get to Brixham lunchtime, 1 o'clock, something like that, and then there's about 4 or 5 miles to Paignton where I finish for today. Okay, this is a little way on from Froward Point, and just notice that down there there's an arch through that sort of domed lump of rock sticking out there. Anyway, I thought I'd walk along with the camera, not looking at the viewfinder, because I could be tripping up and falling over, just to give you some idea of what it's like walking along the path. It's hard to say whether anything's typical. This is really, I suppose. Lots of flowers around, a few streams, and this particular stretch goes up and down quite a lot. In fact, that's all it does. It's always winding backwards and forwards, getting out of breath. But this is not always the case. Right here's another bit of typical walking, well, stumbling, hopefully not, down this cliff. I'm not looking at the viewfinder, so I don't know what it's like. It's not too bad actually. There we go. That's what it's like up here. There's a couple down there ahead of me, coming towards me. There's a boatload of day trippers out there. And what's around here, it'll probably go up as I come down. So there's a cove around here. Yes, it has to go up because you can't go across the you should go down and up. Just see what I'm in for. Oh no, this looks horrible. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. Dartmoor ponies. There we go, it's Friday morning and this is Paignton, and this is my last day of walking. Over there you can see the Shoreline restaurant where I had a very expensive mediocre meal last night, and tide's out, and that is all Tor Bay. So that over there is Torquay, I think, and I'm going to walk right round that headland, around the other side and further. Weather forecast is meant to be okay this morning, and it's meant to rain this afternoon, and it gets strenuous this afternoon, so I can imagine I'll be struggling up hills in the rain. Well, the weather forecast has been basically wrong most of the time I've been here, so we'll see. Off we go. Right, here I am. This is about 1.5 miles from Shaldon, and Shaldon is where you get the ferry to Teignmouth from. This has been a very strenuous bit, and it was supposed to rain quite heavily today, hence all this wet weather gear. But it has rained, but doesn't really merit all this clobber. It just makes you incredibly hot. So I'm going to take it off. But yeah, you can probably, I think that's not Shaldon over there. That bit sticking out is probably part of Teignmouth. And Shaldon you can't see, but it should take me about an hour to get to Shaldon, I think, and then I can get the ferry. Whew. Now I'm going to take all this stuff off. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you.
See ya.
Hi there. Hello. All right.